Hey guys, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel. I was just here packing a big front engine kit for someone. Had a few of those ordered today, and I started receiving messages and photos on the phone with some swear words and photos of nuts and bolts and clamps missing, damaged wires and all sorts of things. So what I immediately thought to do was share a bit of that info. And you'll hear the ding dong. That's probably, let me have a look. What do we got? Yeah, more photos and swear words coming through. Obviously, in these times where a few things are a bit quieter, people have got some time and they're getting their injectors done. So one of the guys is doing that, and there's a number of nuts and bolts are missing. So I just wanted to put a message out there. I suppose I haven't really covered this at all whatsoever, and that is, you know, we've done a fair few of these. We've come across most of these things before. I'll say most because, you know, trying not to be give you the wrong information. We've, you know, seen it all before kind of thing, but there's always something else, you know. And we've got a box here full, or a box full almost, of, you know, spare nuts and bolts. You know, they're the union bolts. What do we got here? I've got some empty bags too, so we could be in trouble. What does that say? Clamp number 4 bolt. Oh, the bolt, yeah, for the number 4 clamp on the number 4 line. So we could be out of a few things, or there could be other bags. Spare valve cover gaskets, the clamp for the injection line, the inlet stay, you know, the bracket on the inlet manifold, the bolts top and bottom, we've got those. Just thought I'd go through and show you in case you decided to do your injectors. You know, the power steering reservoir on the 120s or the Hilux. That's apparently those bolts. That's what they sent me anyway. I reckon they're a bit different. Those flat clamps, and this is the problem. I'll try and add some photos into this video. These flat clamps, you know, there's the part number if you want to go and order it yourself. But if you've purchased the injector kit from us and you find yourself, you've got a bit of time, you've pulled it apart and you notice these things missing, make a list. Send me a text message or give me a call, whatever. I can come and check availability and make sure we've got stuff like that and put it into a kit for you here. What do we got here? We've got, I usually write on it to say what it is, cover bolt. It says cover bolt, that's not a cover bolt. Yeah, oh yeah, that's the cover over the cover. So, you know, the plastic insulating cover on the Prados over the cover. They're the bolts at the front, all right. These bolts, the nuts. So on those lines where I showed you those flat clamps, they're the nuts for them. I already went through those bolts. What do we got here? We've got number 4. I told you there might be some more. Those number 4 fuel line, that clamp bolt often missing. So we've got 5 of those there. Maybe the same flat clamps, maybe some more. Maybe some more nuts. Rocker cover bolts. Yeah, we've got both new and used. We've got plenty of those flat clamps. They're a common one that's always missing. I keep thinking I'm picking up more, but I think I've got plenty here. Yeah, there you go. So we've got a whole stack of those. Just so you know, they're about 20 or 30 bucks a piece. They're pretty ridiculous, to be honest. We've got those clamps, you know, those clamps that go near the E-jar cooler on the heater hoses. We've got a stack of those. We've got some nuts. Looks like we need some more. We've got the bolts that go into the, dropping things. We don't want to lose any spares. We've got the bolts that go into the intercooler. Okay. Those little studs, if they're missing on those clamps, we've got those studs as well. We've got the top cover. So, okay, these are the ones that go in the cover into the intercooler. So if you've got those missing, we've got a few of those. So you can just use your Champion nuts and bolt set if you like, but it's just not the same. These clamps are a bit different. They're the ones, it's a big and a small. This is on a Hilux sort of thing where there's a different clamp that holds the fuel on. The Prado's got it as well, actually. So anyway, they're different clamps. And we've got some more of those too. So we've got a mixture of different, what are these? E-jar. Okay, the E-jar, the upside down one, you know, the ones that go upside down. We've got those in case they were missing or you drop one or whatever. Worst case scenario. Like I said, you can use other bolts. If your bit of rubber on the valve cover goes hard, right, or you take your catch can off and you need a bit of one of those hoses because you want to put it back the way it was before. And of course, you know, glow plugs as well. So we don't recommend touching the glow plugs. So listen carefully. Do not touch the glow plugs. But anyway, guys, that's just about everything. All the things we've come across. There is some other clamps in there as well. If I've got them there, I'm happy to send them out to you if that gets you out of a pickle, because availability with parts in Australia for this sort of stuff, they're not common things. People normally just, if they're missing, they leave them missing, or they just use aftermarket brands. I just like to have the real genuine McCoy nuts and bolts, and we just put it away. I know how they are from factory. I like it that way. That's the way the engineers designed it, the way they wanted it. That's how we put it back. So if we do the job, anything's missing, we use this gear here to get it all back together. Hope that helps. There might be some pictures at the start or the end of this video. You can just have a look. If I get time, I'll circle the problem, but it's just nuts and bolts missing, clamps missing, damaged wires and plugs and all sorts of things is what I saw in the images. So let's just have a look and, see what we find.